Hey, you saw my face, but I was starting off thinking like I've been kicking ass, recording fucking readings all day. Dang it! Most of the time, I'm not sharing my thoughts out loud, so I'm always caught off guard. And my potty mouth, it never gets like old. So I was thinking about how well I was doing with readings today, and then suddenly, like it just stopped. And I've been avoiding all this eclipse stuff. It's like it's not fun anymore when the muggles are involved. Like, no, I gotta see it on CNN and all that stuff, and it just really works against the whole uh this being a DL experience for all of us. And it's just like, boo, it's not even fun. Everything turned into all eclipse everything. So I started looking at other stuff like contracts, but now that is become obvious to me that I wasn't able to do readings after 3:30. I'm like, dang, something did occur. Something in the waves. So let's see. When I went to go pull for other people's information, it got cloudy after that. Like I was hijacked, my feed, if you will. And the funny thing is I've been listening to this 963, this God frequency all day doing the readings, as opposed to the Akashic thing that I usually listen to and just get into the book of life. I never thought about a God frequency because I didn't know there was a God frequency first and foremost. But what would happen if you just log into like the crown and do stuff? And I am glad to pass on the fact that it's pretty handy, pretty nifty. Like I posted the reading that I did earlier because I thought it was trippy and the client didn't mind. But like as I'm doing it, as opposed to me just reading the thing and then pulling a card to confirm or some stuff like that, I was getting information into myself that I had to Google just to confirm because it was information that was coming from outside of me and not either one of these sources. It was just popping in my head, which was cool as shit. So check on the superpowers, and then it really comes to this moment where it's weird. Like, hold on, wasn't God the superpower the whole time? Didn't we all know that? Wasn't that the gag? Just like after you look through enough religions and you realize, like, oh, Christ energy is the thing that everybody's seeking. Full circle. So, where am I gonna go right now? Right? I'm looking at all my decks. When I'm looking down, like, I guess I should go with the Akashic one. Like work against the grain, if you will, since I ended up having to make a video because I am being pulled for something bigger than me and the usual things that I do. There is something occurring in the cosmos. So what hath the universe paused me for? What is the message I need to deliver? I'm doing a video, love. I can't see you if you walk by. Which way you going though? That'll do. Thanks, sweetie. So let me do that again. That's my son. So that's me. I want to think about what what is this eclipse shooting down to us? What is being done with this energy? It's clearly important since everybody is excited. Guess it's excited. Has made it a focal point of their content today. Get the fuck out of here, yo. This ain't never not weird to me. Please do not think at any moment that just because I am here talking to you and I can tell you what A, B, C, and D are, that I'm not never freaked out. It's only been since I got tapped on the shoulder, so to speak, in 2018. The whole life before that, the whole 34, 35 years, whatever, I wouldn't even touch none of this. I wouldn't like, nah. I got very indoctrinated as a child. So whenever I get an answer to something that matches up with some other stuff, I'm still amazed. Maybe that's the thing that allows me to stay connected. The fact that I'm always like, wow, because I just made a post that said that I've recognized this at the 19th degree. I was like, nah, y'all, this is a setup. This is about relationships. But the energy is hitting in the sign of Aries, which is the sign of self. Like the way you think, your physical body, all that stuff. Anything that needs to be worked on with self is getting a fresh start in connection with partnerships because it's at the 19th degree, the final degree of Libra. This is bringing stuff together, right? Peep this, y'all. I said, what is this eclipse bringing together? Whatever the hell the question was, y'all heard it. That's fated meeting, and that's lightning bolt. That's like jumping jack flash. Like it's happening because the other card under that was family, home, to be more specific. So, oh, is this the time to have that song stuck in my head? I don't really care. I can separate the art from the artist. It was I'm coming home. I think it's a Diddy Dirty Money song. But no, that's exactly what this is. That's what the 19th degree is. So what just got planted with this new moon in Aries will be balanced out with the full moon in Aries. That will happen during Libra season. So anytime between now and then, out of nowhere, Jumpin' Jack Flash. What is the movie Jumpin' Jack Flash about? I don't know. Now I gotta look into that because anytime that I tap in, anything means something. I watched the whole movie the other day. I didn't think it had anything to do with nothing. And then at the end, it was explaining my Saturn to me. I was messed up. But it's God. So I guess I should be excited. It's just nobody thinks about God as creepy. Can I talk about that for a second now that we know? Like, no, this is absolutely couples coming together. Let's just set the tone for the next 6 months for you to put in the work that you need to for you so that you line up with the best version of the partner you can. You can only meet somebody where you're at. You're not gonna meet Jesus you while you on your Lucy shit. Like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna line up with somebody who is, what are the words? Because I know you are attract what needs you, right? Like I'm off to a plane. But that's not what this ball game is right now. How about I say it like that? That's not what this is. This is you meeting up with somebody that you are equally yoked with. If you know right now, you would not be a very good partner to anybody. You don't want to meet anybody right now because you don't want to attract somebody who's going to force you to realize, like, hey, I need to work on A, B, C, and D through them being shitty or whatever the case may be. So if you realize you aren't where you want to be right now, this is the time you put in the work. And you can maintain the vibration, you can maintain the manifestation of what you want or what you have in mind. Like if that's the type of person you want, like somebody that is high vibration, that's what I'll go for. If you're not in a high vibrational place and you want somebody high vibrational, keep that feeling, keep that idea in mind, but then just work on doing things to raise your vibration to get there. But as long as you keep that focal point and you keep like your gratitude at that level, you can start building a timeline that is already like in alignment with that, which helps with that lightning strike out of nowhere. Once you put in the work during this time, you're going to get the reward. I think that's the most important thing that was coming through me. God frequency. This time you get the reward if you put in the work. And right now, it doesn't feel like the work is like the hard, like stuff. It's more the repair since you got your ass dragged for like the last 2 years, maybe even 4. Your healing from what you found was out of alignment with who you actually are and was just a ramification of your adaptation to childhood. Adaptation. Ugh. Sometimes, the words be coming too fast, but it's just like you aren't your pattern if you're able to recognize your pattern and change it. You were only the pattern when you were in like NPC mode, which is fucked up, a whole nother thing. So I was about to do something. I went over the 19th degree, went over the eclipse. We got the answer that, yeah, this is about people coming together. I feel like that was something else important I was supposed to do. Jumping Jack Flash. This is the weirdest thing in the world because with everything else in the world you have to focus on, it's harder to get an answer. I've been having to learn how to let go to get an answer. So when I can't remember something, I gotta go blink. It looks crazy, but I gotta be dramatic. I've been trying to think of ways since I gotta like reorient myself to go out into public, ways to turn my gifts on and off so I don't have to hear people's thoughts. all the time, because that's really problematic. Like, oh, this is, you know, my examples, y'all. So I'm like, nah, I've been in a relationship forever, but it was like on the relationship. So I ain't been looking at myself like that. And I didn't think that anybody else was looking at me like that. But when you get out in public, you realize like, no, guys are sort of like very sexual creatures. I don't want to say nasty, but like, nah, they be having thoughts too. So I realized I did not want that following me everywhere. So I've been trying to think like maybe if I do like a little ear pull before I go off to like turn it off, and then only like do like this when I need to cut it back on. I was thinking about like based on Bewitched, but I need to find something so I don't have to walk around picking up on other people's thoughts and stuff all the time, because that's not it. But I do have to get out of this house. um, at first, I was in here for things beyond my control, just because like spiritual stuff happens and you got to go through it. But now I'm getting the okay. I'm not even getting pushed. Like, just go outside, do something. And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do that, I need to not pick up on everybody's shit. It would be great. So Jumpin' Jack Flash. What? Weird. All right, I'm gonna read y'all this, and you can make of it whatever you want because nah, I'm tired of being dragged. I'm not doing it today. I said I'm not participating in this. I'm gonna post my nice little memes, minimal information, so I don't have to tap into the chaotic fuckery in the air. And yes, that was I meant that fuckery. It's ruinous energy. And I'm just gonna chill. But let me read this for y'all to decipher. Maybe y'all can comment what your thoughts are. So Terry Doolittle works with computers in a bank office. She don't judge me, y'all. Routinely talks with others via her computer, but one day she connects with a mysterious user by the name of Jumpin' Jack Flash. It takes her a while to decode his message, but Terry figures out that Jack is a British secret agent trapped behind enemy lines. Terry agrees to help him, but her activities attract the attention of the KGB, who want to know Jack's real identity and will kill to get it. I don't know, but this sounds like some boo. It is Aries season. This is about war, as you can see it playing out in the real world. But this is also about spiritual warfare, right? And for the most part, the reason that couples have not been together is because once you are spiritually activated, and I will leave the link to the spiritually activated couples information just to let you know how bad you get attacked once you start moving towards your actual person you're supposed to be with. Because there are contracts on your head. There are a lot of contracts. Maybe I'll include that all in the caption of this video. Anyways, technically your mate has been somewhere like in sleeper cell mode or doing other things in preparation for this union, but they've been having to do it from the enemy lines because the enemies are Martian and Mars is like masculine energy. But the ones that fell in love sort of betrayed their brethren, their blood brothers, if you will, by falling in love and then running off with some of the females and deciding they would rather fight for the one than service to self. So Jumpin' Jack Flash, guys. I'm gonna find it on Prime or something. And enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day too. As amazing things are popping up. Go sit down with the 967 frequency on YouTube and see what comes through for you. Because I started off vacuuming and I was like getting these amazing thoughts while I was vacuuming. I didn't think about the sound I had on it. I looked at my screen like, so have as much fun as I am having by myself, kind of by myself, with God. Okay. And I need to mention earlier, I started talking about how creepy church can be sometimes. Those people passing out and getting hit with the Holy Spirit and that tongues, all that was a very scary time. So every religion and every group has some scary stuff going on. I don't think that occultism and esoteric information and tarot and all that stuff should be left alone. If you ain't seen somebody get hands laid on them, you ain't been scared. You know?